Greetings, my friends. What's going on? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update on Litecoin, Ethereum, and EOS. So those are the three we're going to be going over today. Right now, it is 3:18 p.m. Eastern Time. It's September 18th, 2019. And guys, we're starting to get some nice little moves here. Some of those fireworks are happening in some of these coins, and that's what I want to go over here with you today. So if you're not a subscriber, guys, subscribe, like, get that notification bell. That's one of the things that's going to help you the most is the notification bell. I try to get videos out basically every day as much as I can whenever I get a break. So I try to get these out to you. I want to keep you updated on the market. We're going to be looking at the one-day chart today for all of these. Guys, we're going to get into this, and we'll start with Litecoin. So first of all, with Litecoin, guys, we're up at that major resistance that I was talking about. This was the key resistance yesterday. In yesterday's video, we were looking at $77.52. So we have gotten up above that, but what we have to do is wait for the candle close today to see if we close up above that resistance of $77.52. I'm going to be looking at that, and the close is at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I know a lot of people have asked when the close is, and at least for me, guys, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when I look for the close of each day's candle. And then, guys, what we're looking at here, though, is to see if we can close up above that as well as this 50-day moving average. Do you see the day before how we wicked up to it, but we couldn't close up above that 50-day moving average? That was important. And today we're trying again, and we're on more volume. So that's a good thing. But we want to see if we can close up above that, or if we're going to have rejection of that and we're going to start getting pushed down. But another good thing that's happening for Litecoin, guys, we're getting in that series of higher highs and higher lows, as you see here, this little short-term trend. And we're also having a cross of our 12 EMA over top of our 26. It's about ready to happen right now. You can see how it's just centimeters away. And if we get that cross, a lot of times that'll push us even farther to the upside. And we're going to need that on good volume to get over top of this 200-day EMA. So guys, for Litecoin, that's what I'm looking at right now. We are at 62 on our RSI. We're still pointing up. We're looking good there, but I want to see if we can close above that 77.52, and we must stay up above overall this 62.69. I don't want to drop below that, guys, and start giving it up. But we need these series of higher highs and higher lows to come in, and you can see how we're getting a little bit of a trend line break on increasing volume out of here. So that's good. We just want to pay attention in the next day or two if we're going to start to have a retracement, because sometimes you'll break out of these guys and then you can come back and back test it before you actually move higher. So that's a scenario. Another scenario is we just keep breaking up out of here. We've seen it in Bitcoin many times. I mean, you can see these percentage moves right here, how strong and how powerful they are. We really could blow right through that, and if we do get through that, we're going to be up to 91.40 as overhead resistance, then $100 as overhead resistance. So pay attention to the candle close for Litecoin today. Let's see if we can close up above that 50-day moving average. It's going to be very important for us. We have not been up above it since the 9th of July. So it's important we get back above that and start changing this trend, guys. You want to see it change on the short term, then the intermediate term, then the longer term. That's what you're looking for. Next one, we're going to go to ETH. And I want to apologize, guys. My internet is running a little bit slower today, so just bear with me here. Taking just a little bit more time. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is. So with Ethereum, when we were looking at Ethereum the other day, guys, we had not had this cross yet. We were talking about looking for that. I believe it was around $196 or $198. And what happened is we just got beautiful follow through here. And now what we're trying to do is start to have this 12 EMA cross over top of this 50-day moving average. So that's the next one we would like to see. But ultimately, yesterday we did not close up above this 200-day EMA. So today we're going to have to do that. You're seeing that we have a little bit of rejection right now. You see how these wicks here? So there's some profit taking that is taking place, but we have to wait for the close. This all could change in the next few hours. We could close up higher, and if we close up higher, we're going to start looking most likely around $233 is going to be our next target if we can close up above the 200-day. But it's just going to be one of those things, how much follow through are we going to get here before we potentially even back test $202, and that could be your higher low, and then we try to go up there and make a higher high. Now we're getting a little overextended on the RSI. We're at 69 right now. Remember, over 70 270 is overbought, but this is cryptocurrency. It could push up to 90, 93, 94. We've seen that before. So always look for that. But Ethereum, we're looking for that candle close up above this 200-day EMA. That's what I'm looking for tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And guys, if you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Appreciate y'all being here with me today. Next one we're going to go to is EOS. And over here, guys, this is just some of the stocks that I'm looking at, different cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at that I like to trade. So as you can see there's just different stuff that I keep an eye on. And this is TradingView, by the way, for people who ask what platform or software I use here. This is TradingView. And it's always done well for me. It's TradingView Pro so that I can get more indicators up for us. We can see more. And we don't have all the ads popping up all the time. I hate that. So, guys, what we're looking for here is the trend line break for EOS. We got out of that. We had the cross of our 12 EMA over top of our 26, so that's good. And we're also trading up above this 50-day EMA. Now, what we're seeing here is some wicks. We're seeing some rejection up here. And there's been a lot of fight. So now what we're going to see is if this is just a little cooling off consolidation side period before we go up and we try to tackle this 200-day EMA, and that's going to be around $4.70 is going to be a next spot. Or if we're going to start having a little bit more retracement and maybe we bounce off the 50-day moving average and then make our move higher. But right now we are in that short-term uptrend. So right now, as the moving averages are going, the river's starting to turn and it's starting to go back up. And you have to think of these moving averages like rivers. They start as little streams, and that's like a short-term trend. And then they can go into a bigger river, a local river, and that's more your intermediate term. And then you can have basically the Amazon River when you're in a full-blown bull trend or bear trend, and it's been quite a while. It takes so much energy for that trend to change, if you get what I'm saying. So this is starting now on the short term. That's why we really haven't had a ton of confirmation yet, and you still want to be patient because we're not up above this 200-day EMA. And that's going to be important. That's a long-term investor's moving average. A lot of people, you see when we broke it here, it dumped on heavier volume. And then we went all the way from, the break was around $5.29 all the way down to $3.32. And that's powerful. I mean, those are massive percentage, guys. Just to throw percentage on there. So we had our close right here. We dropped 38% with a close below this 200-day. So when people tell me it's not significant and technical analysis isn't significant, it most certainly is. And guys, with technical analysis, it's not trying to predict the future. It's trying to put the odds in your favor. And when you're wrong, you get out as fast as possible. And when you're right, even when you could take a little bit of a profit, you just want to let it ride sometimes, because if the trend has changed, you're going to have times where you're having pullbacks or cool downs. But if you're still in your position and the trend is up, say you're in a long, that's exactly where you want to be. Like I said, hodling in an uptrend is great. You don't want to hodl in a downtrend. That's the last thing you want to do, and cash is king in that scenario. So right now, guys, that's EOS. I didn't want to keep you all too long here, but we are getting up to the point of 64 on the RSI. And remember, like I said, around 70 is going to be that overbought territory. But in cryptocurrency, take a look at this quick, and then I'll let you all go. We can get up to 84. That's 84.3 on the RSI. And all the way up to 93.67 on the RSI. I mean, that's just how overextended the cryptocurrency market can get. And when you see these moves, guys, I apologize for rambling here, but when I see stuff in the chart, I just want to point it out to y'all. When you see these moves, take a look at these, guys. This is what we're trying to capitalize on as a trader. When you look at this in the chart, you go, oh, that's no big deal. Let's get our percentage. That's a 95% move, guys. Think about that. And that's the stuff we're trying to capture. And that's why if we can identify these trends, do you see how this trend changed? So we got pushed down. We basically broke out of what was like a symmetrical triangle. And do you see these trend line breaks? People who are still here with me, I love people who are still here because they want to learn something. And if you're learning something, let me know down low, because I'm trying to learn as much as possible as well. Just take a look at this. Do you see the break of this, guys, on heavy volume? Just imagine the percentage of this move right here. So we're trying to save ourselves from not getting mangled when we drop 75% in this market. We're trying to capitalize when we make runs up into the 95%, 30%, whatever it is. Think if you're just playing $1,000 position and it goes up 30%, you just made yourself $300. That's more than most people make in a day. And they're spending 10 hours away from home. So that's where I look at trading and I see the opportunity and I say, oh my goodness, if I can learn this stuff, maybe I can get decent at it. And then I want to put the odds in my favor and try to capitalize on it. You can even see here, guys, this little symmetrical triangle or little bear flag. People would also call it that, or bear pennant. See that? So we were getting pushed down right there. We were just bouncing, 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 just like Bitcoin's in right now. And then this one broke to the downside. And sometimes they break to the upside. But that's what we're trying to identify. We want to put the trend on our side. So, guys, I apologize for going a little longer there, but it's just for people who are still here, I want to teach as many people this stuff as possible. When I got in this space, I listened to a lot of the wrong people, and it was my own fault. I was just new to all this. And then I said, you know, never again. I'm going to learn all this myself, and I'm going to study as many books as possible, and we're going to make it happen. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take you along with my journey here. I'm not a professional. I'm not a financial advisor. Just want to be here, you know, help as many people who really care as possible. That's the goal. So God bless you all, guys. Take care.